Hey guys, welcome back for another Trick Tip Tuesday. And for today's tip, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a different use on the English wheel using the completely flat lower anvil. So I've been asked quite a bit and heard people ask, what would be the use for a completely flat lower anvil? And traditionally the answer is, well, you rarely ever use it because obviously, when you're using an English wheel, typically you're trying to achieve some compound curve in a part. So if your anvil on the bottom is totally flat, you're not really going after a compound curve in, like a three-dimensional shape. You're going for more of a one-dimensional bend because you can roll a flat piece of metal through here and it will put a little bit of a curve in it, in just the one direction. So the other use for that, which I've used on the English wheel to achieve, is tipping a flange. So you wouldn't normally think of the English wheel as a good machine for tipping a flange, but it actually works out really well. And you can also, not only tipping a flange, you can also use it to create body line type of shapes in a custom part. So I have a piece here that did a little bit of quick shaping on to show as a demo. And so I'm going to show you guys how to use this for tipping, and you can do that whether it's more in a straight line or something that needs to follow the edge, the curved edge of a panel, that sort of thing. So obviously if you get your panel gap set, I like to run just a little bit of pressure on there, not enough to really stretch the metal on that flange, but you don't want to where when you want basically the English wheel to hold the metal in there by itself without too much, wiggle room in between the two upper and lower anvils there. So I drew just a quick line by hand on the edge of this, and I usually just use that as my reference point to follow along on the top edge of the upper anvil there. So, just the edge of the upper anvil. So get that line lined up with my edge there, and then basically all you need to do is put just a little bit of down pressure on your part, and then you can slowly start to wheel your panel through using that little bit of pressure, following your line using the upper anvil, and just continuing to put that curve with that flanged edge on it in your part. So that's just a quick run through on there. You can sneak up on it just like you would anything else in any other machine. Go a little bit further, a little more pressure. Continue to follow your line on the upper anvil. And the beauty with the English wheel is that if you do mess up or you need to go back, you can easily back up and continue to roll back forward. Like I said, this isn't exactly the most precise way of tipping a flange. Is maybe in comparison to a bead roller or something you can do on a Mini Max. But if you're just trying to put an edge on something quickly, an English wheel is a great way to do that, even on a curved edge. So on a straight edge, you're going to achieve the same thing. The beauty of this is you can actually go both directions. You can put up pressure on it, or you can put the down pressure on it, and then because there's no throat here, you can go as deep as you need to in a part to be able to achieve that edge. So on this one, I just drew a quick line on there, and I'm going to push this one up and roll it through, continuing to follow that line that I drew on this part, applying that up pressure on that wheel. Just one pass, we'll do again. A little bit more up pressure. And you can see how easily you can tip one way or the other on a panel like this. So what I would do if I was maybe wanting to make a body line, you don't always have to start that, say on the edge of a panel. If you did have a piece in the middle and you just wanted to create a little bit of an edge in there, you can work your part even in the middle of a panel, back and forth, and then there's a little bit of a crease there in the middle now, but I've used this technique to create a body line that maybe starts in a curved panel and then goes from a nice curve to all of a sudden having a peak or a body line in that panel, just by using a little bit of pressure in the right way on the English wheel. So hopefully this tip helps you out with another use for your English wheel in your shop. Thanks for watching this week's trick tip. Email us your tip ideas at tips@Trick-Tools.com. We'll see if we can get them included in these videos. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.